Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. How are you today? Are you good? Or something bad happened to you guys? Glad to know that you are good today. Before we start our class today, let's prevent pride based our own religion. Pray start. Finish. Okay, today's material is time connective. Anyone here know what is time connective? Or are you familiar with time connective? Raise your hand if you are know what is time connective. Okay. Let's move to the next slide. Here is the overview for today's class. There are the definition of time connective, kind of time connective, the example of time connective, and at the end of the class today, we do an exercise together. What is time connective? Let's explain more. The definition of time connective. Time connective is a word that we often use to tell a story about our past experiences or past events, such as first, next, and finally. They are used to connect one past event to another past event. Next is kind of time connective. There are three parts of time connective: beginning, middle, and ending. But before we start to explain more, let's watch this video to test your understanding about time connective.
First is first, then it's then, next is next, and after that, suddenly, I'm so scared. Finally, it's at the end. First is first, then it's then, next is next, and after that, suddenly, I'm so scared. Finally, it's at the end. Finally, it's at the end.
Okay, that's it, the video. Let's move on to next slide. Next slide is, well, we already explain more about each part of kind of time connective. The first part is beginning. The first one is first or firstly. And the example is, first, I finished my homework before going to play with my friend. And the second one, in the beginning, and the example, in the beginning, she didn't understand the lesson, but later she did. And the last one of the beginning part is first of all. And the example is, first of all, we clean the room and then we are started to decorating it. Next is middle. There are five words in middle part. The first one is after that, and the example is we went to the park. After that, we had lunch at a cafe. Example, I brushed my teeth, then I went to bed. The third one is next. The example, she read the instruction. Next, she start the test. And number four is before. The example is I package my bag. And the last one is after. I ate dinner after I finish my homework. Okay, next. Oh my god, sorry. Next is kind of time connective part 3. There are the ending of kind of time connective. There are five words of the ending. The first one is Leslie. Leslie, we cleaned up the classroom after the project. At the end of the day, everyone went home feeling tired. And number three is in the end. The example is in the end, she decided to buy the red dress instead of the blue one. Number four is finally the bus arrived and we all got on. And the last one is at last. The example, at last, the movie started after a long wait. So, uh, we are studying three kind of time connective. Are you guys have a question? Are you understand about three kind of time connective? The first one is beginning, next is middle, and the last one is ending. Any question? Raise your hand if you have any question. Anyone? No question? If there are no question, let's move to the closing part of our classes today. Our class today. Uh, there is an exercise that we should do it together. I will give you this exercise. Start now. Time's up. Time's up. Okay, let's correct it together, guys. Let's correct it together. Nah, number one, blah blah blah. It started to rain. We went inside. And the answer is before. So, before is categorized as beginning part, middle part, or ending part. That's correct. Before is categorized as middle part. Number two, I finished my breakfast. After that, I put on my shoes and went outside. And the answer is after that. Anyone knows after that is categorized as beginning, middle, or ending? Correct. After that is categorized as middle part, right? And number three, she did her homework. Then she played with her friends. Who is in this class? Answer then. Oh, everyone's answered correctly. So then it's categorized as beginning, middle, or ending. Part. Number four, blah blah blah. We went to the library to borrow some books. First is the answer. So first is categorized as beginning part, middle part, or ending part. That's great. First is categorized as beginning part. And the last one is he studied all week. In the end, he did well on the test. So in the end is the answer. Then in the end is categorized as beginning part, middle part, or ending. Good. In the end is categorized as ending. Okay. Any question? Do you all understand about the material that we learned today? Everyone's understand about the material today, right? So I hope you learn more about time connective because time connective is kind like basic of the English. So we can sequence the another event and past events. So if there are no question for today material, let let's close this class today. But before we close this class today, let's again prevent pray, prevent pray best our own region. So pray start. Finish. Okay, guys. Have a good day and hope you enjoy your day. See you. Thank you.